everyone. Now the second project, that is sericulture. First, let me go with introduction. Sericulture or silk farming is the cultivation of silkworms to produce silk. Although there are several commercial species of silkworms, Bombyx mori is the most widely used and intensively studied silkworm. Worms are mostly in white color. Silk was believed to have first been produced in China as early as the Neolithic period. Sericulture, according to the Chinese legend, silk was mostly discovered in 2640 BC by Xiling Qi, his Ling Qi, the 14 years old wife of China's third emperor Huangdi. Next, Veena, do you know the types of silks?
Yes. First, mulberry silk, eri silk, muga silk and tasar silk.
Now, products of silk are dhotis and saris, silk dresses, etc. Now, let me tell about silk cycle. Veena, do you know about silk cycle?
No.
Oh, I will tell you. First, female moth lays eggs. Female moth will be there, no? It will lay eggs. And then, tiny eggs are hatched. Tiny eggs will be cracked and small larvas will come out. See friends, these are larvas. Caterpillars eat mulberry leaves and grow bigger in size. Friends, one important thing, that is silkworms eat only mulberry leaves, not any other leaves. Next, larva will start to spin cocoons. The caterpillar spins a cocoon of silk threads around itself. Inside the cocoon there will be pupa. In cocoons they do two parts. First part I will tell afterwards and the second part now. Second part, we unwind silk threads from cocoons to weave into silk cloths, saris, dhotis, etc. First they will put in hot water and they remove threads and start to weave cloths. And next, the pupa changes into a moth. The moth comes out of the cocoon and then it will form adult moth. Adult moth will lay eggs, tiny eggs are hatched and larva will come out. This process will be continued.
Bhumika, do you know the brief history of silkworm?
Yes, I know. When the queen was walking in the garden, she noticed that the mulberry plants are some eaten up. Then she called guards and asked them, why mulberry trees only half eaten leaves? Then guards watched clearly and observed that small worms are eating the leaves. Then accidentally a cocoon fall in her cup of a tea. Then she noticed a small delicate thread separating there. This was the brief history of silk production. The queen, they did not say, China people did not say for any countries of this secret. They kept secret. Only they used to give saris or silk cloths to, they used to travel with the people with those things. And that route is called Silk Route. Now, let me show with real. See friends, this is real. First, these are mulberry leaves. First, these are mulberry leaves. Here, mulberry leaf. And next, here, the eggs are there. And next, they are hatched and become like this small larva. See here, larva.
Are you showing real?
Yes, they are real. See, after 15 to 16 days, they become like this. These are real silkworms. These are 10 days babies and these are 15 to 16 days babies. And next, after that, as I said before, here, these are cocoons. See friends, cocoons.
These are real cocoons.
Yes, here, two processes there as like that. First and second. Second, after when we remove, we will get silk threads like this. And then they will spin and make like threads and they can weave the cloth. And first stage, here pupas. See, inside pupa is there. After that, they become like this. They get wings and they fly. The adult moth. They become adult moth. And then same process, same. And next, here if we put hot water, we will show with real. So friends, now this is hot water. I am putting the cocoons inside the water.
Wait. I have one doubt.
What is your doubt?
How the cocoons are spinned?
Oh, I will tell now. When these silkworms will become 20 days, up we should put some mesh. Upside the mesh, these silkworms will come upper side on the mesh and start to spin the cocoon around itself. See, these are cocoons. Here up small silk threads are also there. Next. So, now can I put?
Yes.
Very hot water. Wow. Now see here, small side, it is leaving the thread. Now how can I take? Water is so hot. Now let me show the next process, and afterwards when water is cold I will show them. First,
How we get color sarees? The silkworm is white color, no?
Threads are also white color. What they will do, I will tell now. First, we should take some color and put here. Only little bit color we should take and put. 2 bowls, 2 colors. And we should put some water.
Now we will mix in that.
Yes. See, yellow water and red water. And now silk threads. Half of I am putting here and some here. They want time to go inside and mix with color. Afterwards, they will be done with red and yellow color. See here. Still they are mixing. Not completely processed. Till last of the video, it will be done. So now next.
Oh, okay, I got it. Like that only they will get color sarees.
Yes. In this all process, the farmers in being lost.
Why and how?
Because farmers will do more work. In this full process, there will be 3 stages. First stage of farmers. Farmers will have to grow mulberry plants. Next, they have to feed the worms for 15 to 20 days, and then they have to put mesh up on the silkworms, and at last they have to export them to the next stage people. In that, they have to clean the farm daily. Farmers should clean the farms. They have to put the excreta outside. And one thing, I did not show you the excreta of silkworms. See friends, this is the excreta of silkworms. Next, they have to clean daily and daily. Veena, do you know what is the amount for per kg of cocoons?
I think 5,000 to 6,000.
No, your guess is wrong. They get only 200 to 300 rupees for per kg of cocoons.
Only 200 to 300 rupees.
Yes. In the second stage people, they will do color change and they will spin the threads. Only for that they get 2,000 to 3,000 rupees for one bundle of thread. And next, at last, they give to big showrooms. In showroom, they sell saris, dhotis, etc. of silk cloths, and they get minimum 20,000 to 30,000 rupees. They may even go to lakh also. Silk saris are even costly than cotton and all, because silk is very hard to get. Next, we are telling that we should not kill tiny organisms for our fashion, no? We are wearing on our body only for fashion. So
We should wear silk dresses, but we should wear artificial dresses. We should not kill the tiny organisms.
artificial dresses are also there of silk. They may even look like as same as the silk. In that they will not kill any organisms. All they will do with artificial. So friends, we hope our intention is, we are not telling that shopkeepers are not doing anything. They are also doing, but not as much as farmers. Next, I will show. Here, cocoons are still wet, still very hot water. See here, we should take up, hold. See here, silk threads. See, silk threads. See here, silk threads.
With this only they will make big sarees.
Yes, as usual, as I said last. Here, I think they might be got color. See, this became yellow in color and this in red. If we want anything, they will do mix colors. Which color they want, they can mix, and they get that color as usual, same. Who are doing more work, they are not getting profit. Who are doing little work, they are getting more profit. So our intention is farmers should also get equal share, and we should not kill these tiny organisms. So this was our project sericulture. Thank you.